What's up guys, DreamcastGuy here, doing a quick review of Crux Ansata by H.G. Wells. If you read any H.G. Wells, so in high school or whatever, reading The Invisible Man or War of the Worlds or The Time Machine, you know how awesome H.G. Wells as a writer is. But what most people don't realize is that he wrote all of his sci-fi fantasy from like 1895 to like 1910 is when all of his really popular sci-fi fantasy came out. But late in his life, during World War II, he came out with a lot of very political pamphlet type books, one of which is this. This is a indictment of the Roman Catholic Church. So this was actually very heavily restricted for a long time. The Catholic Church didn't want to get it out of England where it was originally printed, so all the copies that were trying to get mailed out were getting confiscated at the border. This was finally able to get out and get to America because somebody just wrote the entire book in a letter and mailed it to America. So this is one of the American printings of it. It's very good. It's basically just a complete history, century by century, of the Roman Catholic Church, and just really attacks them on their tax exemption and tithes and how they just killed so many people and the 6 Crusades, and just really goes through all of it, all the way from its forming during the early Roman ages, trying to just create a universal law system through the Catholic Church, and the fact that the Catholic Church is so corrupt because they literally could make right and wrong for so many years. They literally just be like, oh, that's a sin now, and now that's okay. And he talks about something that I had never known about, which is really fucked up, that you can pay the church for time out of purgatory. That apparently, if you're a really good Catholic, no matter what, you're going to go to heaven. But if you fucking do a bunch of bad shit, then you got to spend a certain amount of time in purgatory, anywhere from 10 minutes to 7,000 years. But if you pay enough millions of dollars to these fantastic humans who happen to speak on behalf of God, congratulations, you get a get out of purgatory free card from the church because they suddenly have that power. So don't forget, God loves the rich. So H.G. Wells did a great job on this work. It is a little bit harder to find this. It is a very much more limited print. There are some publishers who will do a print by order where you'll literally order this from them and they just print you a copy. My only small qualm is in the American version, Chapter 1 has been made into Chapter 23. Chapter 23 is called, and so why do we not bomb Rome? And it's about, during World War II, nobody ever bombed Rome. There was a lot of shit going on there. A lot of Nazis were hiding there. Catholicism was supporting Hitler at the time. That's kind of a controversial fact, but I believe the fact that we definitely saw the Pope kind of hanging out with Hitler a little bit. So there's a lot of stuff. There was the Shinto Catholicism, which was the Japanese Catholicism, which really would have been demoralized if we bombed Rome. But during all of this conflict in World War II, nobody ever blows up anything in Rome. So they were just very immune to it. So it just brings up a lot of good points. You are going to want to read this 2 or 3 times probably because it is very fact heavy. It's not quite the quick prose that he has in his earlier books. It's a very slow unfurling of just the complete history. Overall, I really do love it. If you're an atheist and you just want to collect a cool atheist book that's a nice fast read, because it is only like 150 pages of pretty narrow text. If you're an H.G. Wells collector, if you're just a collector, if you're a Roman Catholic and want to learn a more outside history of your own religion that maybe your own priests aren't going to want to talk about, I definitely highly advise you to pick this up. So this has been DreamcastGuy saying like, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more book reviews, more game reviews, and gaming news. Thanks so much for watching.